Welcome everyone. Today we're kicking off something a bit different, a fascinating album quest.
Yeah, that's right.
It's inspired by Green Strox's blog series, you might know it. Album Quest, the search for the best album of all time.
It's quite the project he set himself. Ambitious stuff.
Definitely ambitious. Trying to find, the ultimate album. It's quite a premise.
It really is.
So Green Strox's main idea, his core concept, it's like a unique World Cup, but, for albums. Music meets football, almost.
Right, a tournament structure.
Exactly. He takes his entire music library, everything, and randomly sorts it into groups of 4.
Just completely random groups.
Yeah, and then the interesting part, he listens to each group repeatedly, really immerses himself.
Lets it sink in.
And then he ranks them 1 to 4. The top 2, they advance.
And the bottom 2 are just out, eliminated.
Gone. It's a pretty systematic way to tackle something so personal, isn't it? Musical taste.
It is. And what I find really interesting about that method is how it forces these albums together. Albums you might never, ever compare normally.
Absolutely. Unexpected matchups.
Exactly. And that random grouping, it can highlight things you missed. Strengths, maybe weaknesses, even in albums you thought you knew backwards.
Yeah, like seeing them in a new light because of what they're up against.
Precisely. It's a structured way to kind of confront your own listening habits, your biases.
And believe me, it leads to some real confrontations.
Yeah.
So for this specific album quest, this discussion, we're honing in on episode 33 of his series.
Okay, episode 33.
We gave it a great title, Dio plus Iommi, Heaven plus Hell.
Ah, okay. That definitely signals something. Big rock energy there.
For sure. It gives you a hint maybe of where his head was at or where the results might land. So let's talk Contenders. Who was in this group 33? We had Inside Information by Foreigner.
Right.
Escape by Journey.
The huge one.
Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath.
The title track album, yeah.
And interestingly, Foreigner by Foreigner, their debut album.
Wow, 2 Foreigner albums in the same group. That's the luck of the draw, I guess.
Exactly. It's a real classic rock showdown. And Green Strox's write-up of listening through these, well, it's quite the journey.
So how did it shake out, the rankings for Group 33?
Well, no huge surprise given the title maybe, but taking the top spot, Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell.
Okay, winner.
Yeah, he really felt that Ronnie James Dio and Tony Iommi were just absolutely firing on all cylinders there. Peak collaboration.
It was a specific moment, wasn't it? A real shift for Sabbath. Dio's voice, it's more theatrical, almost operatic compared to Ozzy.
Totally. And Green Strox felt that style just meshed perfectly with Iommi's riffs.
Yeah.
Those heavy, down-tuned sounds.
It created something, well, different, darker, maybe more epic, but still really melodic in its own way, a particular kind of metal.
He definitely heaps praise on Dio. Not just the voice, but the songwriting too.
And the lyrics, right, fantasy themes.
Yes. He said they were just perfect for what he called Iommi's dungeon metal. Love that phrase.
Ah, yeah, that's good.
It sounds like for him, that synergy, that combination, pushed the album way beyond just good rock songs. It became something more sort of transcendent.
Okay, so Sabbath takes number 1. What came second?
Second place went to Foreigner's debut, the self-titled Foreigner.
Ah, the first one. Interesting. Ahead of Escape and the other Foreigner.
Yeah. And he noted it was really down to the power of specific tracks. Less about the album as a whole, maybe, but more about killer singles.
Like Cold as Ice.
Exactly. He called out Cold as Ice, Feels Like the First Time, Damage is Done. He felt those tracks were strong enough to carry the album into second.
That's interesting, isn't it? The difference between an album that works as a complete piece versus one that's basically a collection of amazing hits.
It really is a key distinction, especially in this kind of ranking system.
So that brings us to third place.
The third place was the other Foreigner album, Inside Information.
Right. The later one.
Yeah. And Green Strox seemed, well, less impressed with this one compared to the others in the group.
How so?
He kind of felt it lacked the raw punch of the debut. Maybe didn't have the same songwriting consistency as Heaven and Hell. Just didn't grab him as much in this particular fight.
Okay, so it fell short in that company.
Which leaves fourth place. Bringing up the rear.
Journey's Escape.
Journey's Escape. Dead last. Which is, kind of shocking when you think about it.
It really is. I mean, that album has Who's Crying Now.
Brilliant track.
And of course, Don't Stop Believing. One of the most, universally known songs ever.
Ubiquitous is the word. So for an album packed with hits like that to finish last, it really makes you wonder why.
Yeah, it's a fascinating result. It really drills down into that difference between loving individual songs and loving an album experience.
Right. Maybe you know the singles inside out, but does the whole thing hold together for you?
And Greenstock basically admitted that. Despite those massive, massive hits, he just couldn't seem to get into Escape as a full album.
He just didn't rate it in this head-to-head.
No. And you wonder, was it the overall sound, the production, maybe the emotional vibe, or just maybe hearing those hits so much takes away from the album context?
Could be over-familiarity breeding contempt almost, or at least making it hard to appreciate the album tracks.
Possibly, especially when forced into this kind of direct comparison. It just shows, even globally beloved songs don't guarantee an album wins in everyone's personal ranking. It's subjective.
Absolutely. So just to quickly run through those final standings for Group 33 again.
Yeah, let's recap.
Number 1, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Crowned the winner.
Got it.
Number 2, Foreigner's debut, Foreigner, carried by its singles. Number 3, the other Foreigner album, Inside Information. And trailing in fourth, despite the mega hits, Journey's Escape.
Quite the outcome.